Happy New Year! I wanted to film a video reviewing the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation that I showed in my first video, my beauty buys video. I'm wearing this foundation today, not that that's really going to help you out at all because I'm really washed out and my camera's really poor quality, but I have worn this every day since I bought it a few weeks ago and I absolutely love it. First, just starting off with the packaging. I really like the packaging. It's a little bit bulky considering this is only a 1 ounce. My favorite thing about the pump is that it's a really smooth pump, so you have a ton of control when you're pumping out the product, how much you want out. So if you want just a little bit, it's really easy just to get a little bit of foundation. It's not one of those pumps that just, when you press it down, it's kind of hard to press down and it just squirts out a lot. Another thing I really love about the foundation, because this is a really runny kind of liquidy foundation, is that it has a really nice, I don't know, some sort of mechanism in there to shake it up so that it doesn't settle or get too thick. My shade is 3.0. It's a little bit dark for me. I had just a little bit more color, which I don't. I'm so pale because it's wintertime. It would be the perfect color. It's not a huge issue. It blends into my neck pretty easily, and it's not a giant line or anything like that. As far as the texture of the foundation, I already mentioned that it's really, you can see I squirted out a little bit and it's running really fast down my hand. It's definitely not light. It's not a light coverage foundation, but it's not full coverage either. So a good medium coverage. You can go in and blend another layer on top, or just, blend a little bit more onto any problem areas or any, areas of hyperpigmentation, and it blends really easily and flawlessly onto the first layer, and then you've kind of got a full coverage look. Once it sets, and it sets pretty quickly, once it's on there, it is really on there, but at the same time, when you're ready to take it off, you don't need a chisel to get it off your face. It stays all day. I didn't have any problems with this sliding off my face or getting kind of greasy, or, I got a little bit of shininess on my forehead and my nose, but other than that, it wasn't moving around my face. There was no transfer. I love that this foundation dries to a really soft matte finish. I prefer a matte finish foundation in the wintertime, and I like to add in the glowiness where I like it. I always use my Urban Decay Do Me with whatever foundation I'm using, so I find that this takes care of any powderiness on top of it. I do also set it with powder, so that contributes to a more powdery look on top of a matte foundation, but this takes care of it completely. After a few hours, I think it becomes more of a satin finish once it sets into your face and your own, oils kind of come into play. I didn't have any kind of issues with flashback when I was using flash photography. I wore this all through the holidays and I was taking a lot of pictures. I didn't have that white cast. I also, on the flip side, haven't had any problems with it oxidizing and turning orange on my face or getting patchy. I know that Sam mentioned in her video that it didn't really settle into any fine lines or anything like that. I don't have a ton of fine lines except on my forehead, really, and, under my eyes where my eyes kind of crease right here. And I didn't notice any huge issues with it. I think that this foundation, I'm going to give it an 8.5. Only because my perfect foundation would have a little bit more coverage than this does with just one layer. That's the only drawback, is that it's not a full coverage foundation just with one thin layer. So 8.5 is my final rating. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of 2012, and I will see you in 2013. Bye.